Well, when people ask you what did you do during the pandemic, boy, have I got a story for them. Hey y'all, this is Delores. Delores is my 2002 Ford Econoline box truck that I have converted into my boondocking fun time camper. Take a little trip around. We're down here at Land Between the Lakes today. We're in Neville Bay. Camped out here last night. Started out down in that corner over there. You can just barely see the edge of the water. But it started raining. Didn't feel too comfortable about being down there and getting stuck in the rain. And didn't really want to pay for a $200 tow bill. But anyhow, back to Delores. 2002 box truck, sitting in the yard, going to waste, headed for the scrap heap. Took her out, started cleaning her up. Did a 2-inch lift on it so we can get into the woods a little farther. Put on some bigger tires. When I did that, found out that it now handles like a pig on roller skates. Had to put sway bars on it. But now she is ready for the woods. And that's pretty much where we are this morning. Oh yeah, we got to go around. Delores has a baby sister. Oops. Where'd that come from? This old Yamaha TW200. It's just big enough to move my big butt around out in the woods. And yes, it can get me in trouble real fast. And it has. But it's a lot of fun. And it sits up there on the front hitch. And down the road we go. Now people say, well, Brian, when it's set up there, you can't see anything with your headlights. And that's true. But most of the time I've done it by sundown. Try to be in a camp. But I've also redone the bumper on the back so it can pull the hitch off and put that on the back when it gets dark and if I'm in a pinch. This is the first weekend out with a fresh paint job. Like I said, it is just finally coming to an end. The front end, I painted with a product used for bed liners. And no, that's not water sitting on there. That's just how textured it is. And then the back, we use good old Benjamin Moore house paint. That way, when I come up against trees and scrape them in the woods, no big deal. Slap on another coat of paint, we're good to go. One of the first things I did when I started was to put an air conditioner on this thing. I knew I was going to need some AC in there, and also found out that in the woods, I need something to put a brush guard on there. Keep that thing from getting smashed, because a lot of times my zombie lights will be filled with tree limbs when I come out of the woods. The other trick part that started out was, of course, these things all come with roll-up doors. A roll-up door takes a whole bunch of room on the inside. They never seal right. So I had to get rid of the roll-up doors and put on a pair of barn doors. And we close those up tight. And along with that, I've got my storage back here. And did a really fancy door for the back end. Looks like I'm crawling into my little cabin. No, it's not usually this well picked up. You got two counters. Got a counter on that side where I can set a cooktop. I've got a little gas cooktop that I can hook up there. And then on the other side is my sink. Down below the sink, I've got 15 gallons of fresh water and a 5-gallon gray water tank. And in the back corner here, oh, it's a porta potty. When you're really back in the woods and you don't feel like behaving like a cat and doing a scratch and bury. So that's the inside. So yeah, I've been a little busy through the COVID crisis, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. But it's been a fun project.